What's this thing on? Okay. Hello and welcome to the Lesbian Lounge, a podcast for the girls who like girls. I'm your new host, Lucy Barker, and today I'm not answering your questions. I may give advice on some dilemmas, and no wild lesbian dating stories will be spoken about, and that is because I am not Juliet Taylor. I am Juliet's fiancée, Lucy. And before you start checking whether you've clicked the wrong podcast, I should explain that Juliet is away in Florida competing for an international pageant title. Go Juliet, round of applause. She's been working very, very hard for this. And as the person who hears about every episode before it goes out, every dilemma after it comes in, and every random podcast idea at 11 o'clock at night, I thought I'd step in and keep her seat nice and warm while she's away. Basically, I'm taking over the complete podcast for 1 week and 1 week only, unless she enjoys it that much that I get invited back. I cannot promise I'm going to be as organised, as insightful, or as popular as she is, because I know she's in high demand. I know you guys enjoy it. I don't even know whether this is recording right now, that's how well I'm doing. But I thought, seems how you listen to Juliet talk about dilemmas and all of that kind of thing, I'm going to change it up a little bit and go for a few different things. So I've got a few things wrote down that we're going to go through. Some pageant based things, some questions that Juliet sent me after I asked her a few questions. Would my fiancé rather round? We're going to do a green flag or red flag round. And I have one dilemma to do in the meantime as well, so I'm going to make it last as long as possible without boring you all to death, because I probably am already boring you. So let's go. Section 1 is, how well do I know my fiancé? Now, I asked Juliet to send me 10 questions. I received 5 back. Which isn't very helpful, but let's go for it. So these are going to be marked when she gets back. I would imagine she'll go through what I said and tell you whether I was right or wrong. Favourite food. Juliet's favourite food is 110% pizza. If I got that wrong, I'll never live that down. It's definitely pizza though. She would choose pizza over anything. And if it is from Domino's, it has to be the thin and crispy base, like really thin and crispy. And sometimes she loves a dirty, greasy, fat pizza. Not too much cheese, more tomato sauce. Yeah. Favourite musical. Now, I don't actually know the answer to this one, and that's probably not great. We've been to see so many. It's not one that we've seen though. I think it's Shrek. She does like Moulin Rouge as well though. That's the one we went to see a few weeks ago. But I am going to say Shrek. Favourite cat. We recently moved my cat from my family home into our house, so now we've got 3 cats. I don't know whether she meets the favourite breed of cat or which cat's her favourite in our house. So I'm going to say it's Pearl. Pearl's her favourite cat. And Pearl is a Siamese cat. There you go. Favourite holiday destination. Well, this is a no-brainer. It's obviously Disney World, like Florida, Disney, that place. I mean, who can blame her? She's there right now. I'm very, very jealous. Very, very jealous that I could not join her. But somebody had to feed 3 cats and make sure everybody was okay and keep the house warm for when she gets back. Favourite movie? Well, my favourite movie's Cars. I don't know what Juliet's favourite movie is. She likes things like, I'm going to say Pitch Perfect. I think it's probably Pitch Perfect. Or Bridesmaids. She likes Bridesmaids as well. We're going to go Pitch Perfect though. And that is all 5 questions. She asked me to write. She literally only gave me 5. I asked for 10. So that didn't last very long for my section 1 that I wrote out. Anyway, I think I got 5 out of 5. That leads us nicely on to section 2, which is my pageant predictions for Juliet. So, she's away in a completely different country with people she knows but hasn't properly met all of them before. She's gone away with the United Kingdom team, which consists of like Wales, Scotland, Newcastle, which is where Juliet's from. So she knows her team of people. She spoke to a few people because she does pageant coaching, so she does speak to people from different places. But this is the first time she'll be properly meeting a lot of them in this situation. So, first prediction is, how many friends has she made so far? Now, this will come out on a Thursday, so she's probably almost a week into it. Just under a week, about 5 or 6 days in. So I'm going to say she's made at least 27 friends so far. Again, I'm sure she'll fill you in if I got it wrong. But 27 friends, I think. I'm going to predict whether she will cry at any point. The answer is yes. She will probably ring me having a mental breakdown at some point in the whole week. Although I really hope that doesn't happen. I know it will. How many times she will lose something? Knowing Juliet, it's probably going to be about 6 or 7. Next one is, will she come home with a suitcase full of gifts? If she comes home with a suitcase full of gifts, that means that she has won the title that she was going out to get, because you get a load of gifts if you win, which will be fantastic, and I hope she does, but she will have to pay for another case home, and she's already taken 2. So poor Juliet's bank. That's all I'll say to that one. Will she become everyone's personal photographer? Yes, because her new favourite thing is to talk about her Canon G7X, which I have nicely not got here because she's got it with her. But I have our other camera, which I'm using, and I think I got it right, so we'll find out. But yes, she will have her camera with her. She will be taking pictures of everything, sending it instantly through, because at my auntie and uncle's wedding, she was their photographer for the wedding, and she literally has this thing that she plugs into her phone. Plugs into her camera with the memory card in it. Plugs that into her camera, downloads it, unplugs it, plugs it into her phone, and then goes, okay, I've sent you all the pictures. Like, oh my god, how quick was that? She's an absolute wizard at this kind of stuff, and I do not know how she does it. Last 3 predictions is that she's going to survive on very little sleep, because she's just going to be thinking about the whole... I mean, she does it now. She's been panicking about little things for weeks, like things she doesn't need to worry about, and I just keep going like, look, this is not the biggest worry in your life, just, it's okay. So she will survive on very little sleep, because she'll be worrying about the whole thing. She will have at least one panic moment. I think I've already said that I'm well expecting a phone call with her panicking about something, but she's going to smash the whole thing, so she'll do brilliant. She will update me on everything 1 million times. I have no doubt about it, and I'll still forget when the main things are coming. I know her final is on Friday the 18th of July. Oh no, Saturday the 18th of July. It's the 18th of July, I'm not sure whether it's a Friday or a Saturday. But I've got the night off just to watch it. I'm going to have my mum and dad, Juliet's mum and dad, me, the cats. We're all going to go to mine and Juliet's house, and we're going to watch it on a live stream and then celebrate when she wins. So we're very excited for that. And I wrote down a few predictions for me while she is away, because I predict that I'm not going to be able to keep track of what she is doing and what day she's doing them on. And I know that because the schedule she's got is so well packed, full of fun things, that she's going to be having the best time, but I'm not going to be able to keep up with any of it. And I do predict that I'll be more nervous than she is on finals day. She knows she's going to smash it. She's got this in the bag. I'm going to be panicking the whole time because I've got the fiancé to pick up off the floor if she doesn't win, which is good news, which is fine. Top to bottom of that one is she's going to do amazing, and now I'm rambling about pageants. So, Juliet, you're doing amazing. Keep going. I'm not sure what you'll be doing right this second, but I know you're going to be smashing it. That might just lead us straight into section 3, which is, would my fiancé rather? Now, Juliet wrote some of these and I had to get more from online because she didn't give me enough. Would she rather have a beach holiday or a city break? Now, I know we've spoke about this before because we are going to Greece for her birthday, which is going to be like a nice beach pool holiday. But we have spoke about going to like Italy or somewhere like that where, I mean, home of pizza, it's Juliet's favourite food, so why would we not go to Italy at some point? So I think city breaks are nice, but for a relaxing holiday, beach and pool breaks are better. So I'm going to say both. No, it's would you rather. I can't choose both. I'm going to say beach holiday because you can get in the sea, go in the pool. She loves turtles, so we can go and look at the turtles. You can't do that in a city. So she's going to have to tell you whether I got that right or wrong at some point in the next episode. Would she rather have a night out or a night in? I know this one. It's definitely a night out because Juliet loves clubbing. No, that is completely incorrect. Juliet would rather have a night in with the cats in front of the sofa. In front of the sofa? No. We sat on the sofa in front of the telly. I know that for a fact. Like, don't have to second guess that. That would be what happened. Would she rather receive flowers or a handwritten letter? Juliet would rather have a handwritten letter, hands down on the table. That is the correct answer. I've wrote a few, and that's how I proposed to her, in a handwritten letter. In fact, it was 9 or 10 handwritten letters. They just mean so much, and it's just such a nice little memory. Flowers die. Keep buying flowers. We do it all the time. Have them in the house all of the time, and they just die. Handwritten letters don't die. So that is my final answer. Handwritten letters. Would she rather plan every date or be surprised? Now, Juliet likes to have control of things, but she does love a surprise. She loves to try and surprise me. Is it on? Are we back? Right. Oh. Okay, guys, this is take 3, so apologies. I plugged the camera in and forgot to turn the plug on, so it died again. We're going to start this one again. So, would she rather plan every date or be surprised? So, I'm going to go with she'd prefer to plan every date, because if I surprised her at every date, she'd get sick of it. I think she likes to have an element of control in everything, like what time things are, where we're going to go, what she's going to wear. Like, she all likes to plan it. I do enjoy surprising her, but if I did it all the time, she'd probably hate it. So I'm going to go with she'd rather plan every date. Also, Juliet can't surprise people. She's no good at keeping our excitement contained. I always find out what the surprise is way before it's actually going to happen. Would she rather be known for her success or for the impact she has on people? Definitely for the impact she has on people. Would she rather win an international title or know she's inspired someone else to chase their dreams? Again, the second one. I don't think she'd care if she wins. She'd more care that she's inspired someone else. Like, made them want to do it, made them want to join a pageant, make them want to raise money for all the different charities, do community service work. Like, all of that is part of what she does. And I think if it made other people do it through the work that she's done, she'd be so happy. But I know the winning the crown matters to her as well. So she would rather win. But if it inspires somebody, she'd take that away if she didn't win. So I'm going to say it's a little bit of both. Straight in to a green flag or red flag. If someone replies fast, is that a green flag or a red flag? Green flag, isn't it? I would never say that's a red flag unless they're like replying every 10 to 20 seconds after you've sent a message. Then it's like, well, have you not got anything better to be doing with your life? Which is fair if you don't. If you're that into somebody and you're just replying straight away, that's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to say that's a green flag. Needs alone time. Green flag. I think that just means you don't depend on that person. So it's like you are more interested in spending time together, but you can spend time alone. So that's a green flag. Still friends with her ex. Red flag. Plans dates in advance. Big green flag, because it's showing that you see a future with them. Say like you plan a date 3 months in advance. That's a really good thing, because it means that they like you, in my opinion. Never decides where to eat. Oh, it's not a red flag, but it would annoy the hell out of me if me and Juliet, like, I had to pick where to eat all the time. It would drain us, because sometimes I just like can't make decisions, and I just need Juliet to make all the decisions for me. I hope you all can hear me. I feel like I'm stuttering over my words a lot, so apologies about that. I'll get talking to about that later, probably when I'm deciding how to edit this podcast. Gets jealous. Green flag. I think if somebody's jealous, it means that they care a lot. There is bad jealousy. Like if it was causing arguments, then that's a red flag. But if it was just like, oh, I was really jealous when you went out with Patricia earlier, then it's just a little bit jealousy. So green flag. Turns arguments into life lessons. That is a big green flag. If you can think of the good in an argument, that's a major green flag. Unless they're mentioning it all the time, as in, like, this is a lesson. Can remember when we had this argument? Now this is a lesson. That's a red flag. But I think if they're doing it in a positive way, then that's a definite green flag. Confident in their opinions. Green flag. Should always stand by what you believe in, and I will always say that. Next round. What would she say? So I'm going to read the situation and guess her reaction. As in Juliet's reaction. So like you could be doing this as your partner's reaction. Okay? So I'm running late home from work. What would she say? Juliet would probably tell me that my brother and our other staff members never stay late at work. It always ends up being on my shift. But that's not always true. She just doesn't see that side to them sometimes. So that's what she would tell me. Oh, when your brother never stays late. I could literally hear her words echoing in my head. Someone cancels plans last minute. What would she say? I'm going to say she would secretly love it, because it means she can put her pyjamas on quicker. So I think with Juliet, she loves going out, but her social battery can die off. So sometimes she does that many things, that many jobs. She's always constantly on the go. I think sometimes if somebody cancelled plans, she'd be absolutely buzzing. Dinner is ready, but she's not hungry. That means that... So dinner is ready, but she's not hungry. Guess her reaction. Well, for one, I definitely need to take Juliet to the hospital because that is not my fiancé. My fiancé is hungry all of the time. All of the time. So, that's not Juliet. You've cloned her and replaced her with somebody who's not hungry. No, not her. We're going to have to take her to the hospital and get her checked over. I ask her what she wants to watch on telly tonight. What would she say? At the minute, it would be I Kissed a Girl or Love Island, but she'd probably just say anything. Just put anything on. I don't mind, just put what you want on. And then I'll put something like scary or gory on, and she'd be like, no, get this off, I'll put my telly on. Okie dokie, we're gonna go in with a dilemma. I've been kindly given a dilemma by Juliet before she went away, because she knows that I've took over this podcast. She just has no idea what the hell's going on. So I asked her to give me a list of a couple of dilemmas that you guys had sent in, and I asked her to keep them simple because I don't want to get anything wrong, and I just want it to be nice and easy to answer, which no dilemma is easy. So she's gave me this one. It's short, so we'll just go straight in. I've been talking to someone I really like, but she's really bad at texting. Like, she'll reply eventually, but sometimes it takes a full day or more. Okay, I'm not enjoying this already. I'd be absolutely fuming. When we're together, it's amazing, no issues at all. But between seeing each other, I end up overthinking everything. I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but wanting more communication. Oh, no, sorry. I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but... Oh my god, no. I'm reading this wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm asking for too much by wanting more communication, or if this is just how she is. Do I say something or just deal with it? Okay, so you're saying that she replies eventually, but she's really bad at texting, and sometimes it can take a full day or more. So, like, you're waiting up to 24 hours for a reply. I'd be saying something. If this was me and Juliet, I'd be like if we were back to the start of our relationship and I was waiting 24 plus hours for a reply, or even a couple of hours, I'd get the impression that she's not that into me. But I think in that, you could definitely have a conversation and just say that you need a little bit more communication. Like, she might not be a big texter, so what you could do is kind of ask for a phone call. Ask for a couple of phone calls a day, or can I have a phone call when you wake up, a FaceTime at midday, and a phone call before you go to sleep, with a couple of texts in between, if you can. Like, I get that you're busy, but I do need to feel like I'm wanted, and I feel like I need to feel needed and wanted, and that you actually like me, or it's not going to work. But yeah, you don't just deal with something like that. You need, because what's that going to be like forever? I couldn't imagine not texting or calling Juliet at all during the day. Like, I get it, people get busy, but you need to communicate. Without communication, it's not going to work. It's not going to go down well. And that was a nice little sweet dilemma that she's gave me, actually. It wasn't, I have dyslexia. I swear to God I do. Because honestly, that took me a while to read. Okay, now I did forget to do this at the start, so we are going to jump into some little life updates. So, life updates, what have we done today? So today I went on a 10k run with Tanya. We did the Newcastle Great North 10k. It was fabulous. We had a great time. I was so dopey at every person who was taking photographs that I was literally I was running along and I literally didn't even clock the cameras. Tanya was going, camera, to us at least 15 times during this, and I'm like, oh, does that mean I've got to smile? the best part of it was when there was like a little dome and there was spraying water out for like probably 2 meters, so it wasn't far, but you could like choose to run through it and it was spraying freezing cold water at you. I was absolutely sweating. Like, it was warm today. It wasn't like sun blazing down at you, but it was cloudy and warm. So they had this option, and me and Tanya were like, well, yeah, obviously, let's go through it. I have a really big fear of cold water, so the anticipation of running up to this and going through it, I actually was dreading. But I was really hot, so I was like, okay, this is going to be fine. It was absolutely fine. But fears get the better of you sometimes. What else have we done? I finally painted all of the house, pretty much. All of our furniture's in. We had our bed delivered last week, so I've painted our bedroom this week. I've painted some panelling to get put on the wall. We've done the sitting room's completely finished, sofas and stuff are in there. I've done the kitchen. We've painted. I have painted the kitchen like an olive greeny colour, around where the dining room table is, to make it feel more like a room over there, and then our kitchen is conjoined with that, so that's on the other side. So that's done. We got our dining room table and chairs. The only thing we're waiting for now is the shutters, which is definitely due soon. They're definitely due. We ordered them with a 12-week order time. So you order them and then they get delivered in 12 weeks. I'm sure. We ordered them 2 weeks before we moved in. We've been in the house 8 weeks now, so we're literally like 2 weeks away, which is fantastic. We moved my cat Olive into the house with Pearl and Florentine, so now we're a little family of 5. Olive has taken to the house so well. I didn't think she would, but Pearl and her are getting on well now. They were hissing at each other when they first got to the house, but now they're getting on pretty well. They're not hissing, they're more meowing at each other, which has got to be better. I'm sure that's got to be better, and we'll find out. And I think that's it for life updates. So Juliet's in Florida. I am house and cat sitting for us. I would have loved to be there because we could have took a little bit longer once her pageant was finished to basically go around the parks, go through Disney. It would have been amazing. But we're going to go away in September so that I get to see some sun. I mean, Juliet won't be seeing much sun either because she'll be inside competing all day. Well, not even all day, all week, bless her. So I think I must have hit the right amount of time, and I'm really, really sorry that you've had to listen to me ramble on about anything and everything. But before I go, I do have to give a shout out to the woman whose podcast I have temporarily stolen, only for a week. Unless you'll have me back, you'll have to let her know. I don't think you would want me back, but you might. Could make this a monthly thing. Meanwhile, I'm sat hoping I've pressed all the right buttons and successfully recorded an episode. This is take 3, as I have had to press the on button. The camera keeps dying, and I think I'm recording. I'm not 100% sure whether it's a photograph, but we'll find out when I've done this, and I might have to do it again. But in all seriousness, I am incredibly proud of her. The dedication she's put into preparing for this competition has been amazing to watch. She's been prepping for months and months and months, and she cares about every little tiny detail of everything she does. I know she's going to be proud of herself no matter what the result. So, good luck, babe. Bring home the crown, and if not, at least bring me back a souvenir. Key lime pie from my favourite restaurant, Bubblegum Shrimp. If you can get that in your case, I'll have that as a souvenir. And honestly, it's the best crown you could give me ever. Okay? So, with that, guys, that's it from me. But I think at the end of these, Juliet kind of gives a little, if you could like and share the podcast on Spotify and wherever you listen to your podcasts, that would be amazing. That'll help boost engagement, I think. Please go and follow the Lesbian Lounge podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the places you have social media. Go follow her. It helps. Every little helps. Am I allowed to say that? Or was that copyrighted? I'm not sure. But yeah, like, comment, share, boost our engagement. It'll help her massively, and that will help me massively because then she'll be happy. Download all the episodes on the podcast because that is what she looks at, and that'll make my fiancée a very happy woman. And if she's a happy woman, I'm a happy woman. Okay? So thank you guys for listening. I hope you've enjoyed. If you haven't, let Juliet know and never get me back on again, and I will never do it again. Thanks. Bye!